Welcome back into our Tour de France playthrough here on TDF26. Make sure you've gone back and checked the last episodes if you haven't already. We're having a really good race with Paul Seixas wearing the yellow jersey, even though we were just beaten by Remco and Pogačar on the previous stage, meaning we are now 40 seconds ahead of Poggy, still in the yellow jersey though. But really bad news on the previous stage is that Stefan Bissegger, our teammate, was over the time limit on a terrible day, and he's out the Tour de France. So now we've lost Benoot and Bissegger. We only have 6 riders. That is not ideal at all, so maybe we need to be a little more defensive today. Well, to kick things off, we have a really fun medium mountain day with a short descent to the line. On paper, this is a breakaway day. So we only have 6 riders remaining. Let's make it count today, and Paul Seixas is feeling good again. Come on. So away we go here for stage 10, pretty much the halfway point of this Tour de France. And we do have 10 riders in the early breakaway made up of really good climbers, but closest on GC is at 20 minutes already. Now, in the last stage, I chased down the breakaway furiously with my team, and Bissegger is now out of the race. So I'm going to try and learn from that, play a bit more smart here, and be a bit more defensive. I don't mind if the breakaway go and win this one, but I have to report other teams don't have the same idea. That gap to the breakaway, only just over 1 minute, and look at the energy on our team. We've used the energy gels already as well, so this has been rapid so far. And now entering the climbs, is that at the front Caja Rural working with Groupama FDJ? I have no idea why those teams are working. I guess they wanted to be in the breakaway and they missed it, but they've committed a lot just to hold the breakaway to 1 minute. But we do have 5 green jersey points available here from the peloton, so Kooij, it's your time. And I think these are the only guys going for it. Nope, Malia and Sudal are coming as well. 1 rider caught, so that's 1 more point available. 1k to go. I'm going to go myself. There is Milan. Lots of corners here. Trying to sneak maybe down the inside. Out of this corner, getting pushed in. Milan blocking me in. I come through the middle though. 1k to go. Olav Kooij. Are we going to hold them off? Slightly downhill. Very slightly, but it's helping us here. All the way to the line. Can we hold on? Come on, Olav. Bike throw. And I think we just lost to Philipsen, but we beat Milan. So that's a decent sprint. 5 points. Okay, finally those teams that were pacing at the beginning have come off the front, and now it's UAE Team Emirates on the front. So the gap to the breakaway has exploded up to 4 minutes, and today I'm not helping UAE control this. I don't mind if the breakaway win. And looking to the profile on the right hand side of the screen, let's make it bigger. The climbs today aren't too tricky until the penultimate climb. That's the steepest climb remaining, so that's the point I'm looking out for. Until then, Olav Kooij has been dropped, but we still have our other teammates here in the group, all feeling pretty good, so I'm fine right now. And I was about to say, let's see how badly UAE Team Emirates and Pogačar want the stage win. Well, apparently they really want it because they are flying now in the peloton. The gap's still 3 minutes 30 though. And UAE continue on that gap to the breakaway, 3 minutes. Oh my word, the tempo is flying. We only now have Gal and Riccitello looking after Seixas. Tadej Pogacar must be feeling fantastic today, and that scares me a little bit. Anyway, over the top of the payroll, and we have 48 riders still here in the yellow jersey group. And so I'm descending this climb myself, trying to recover as much energy as I possibly can with Seixas. Let's rebuild that blue bar before the next climb. Oh my word, Only in that white jersey trying to take out Seixas. He literally body swiped us. So rather than having Oscar Only take us out, let's try and move to the front of this group next to the likes of Tadej Pogacar. This is a much better position. Here we go. Here we go. Right at the front. This is where we belong, here in the yellow jersey. Anyway, right now at the front, it's Lennart van Evenepoel versus Tobias Johannesson for the stage. Some riders have just been dropped from this group, that 20 rider group behind. I think they'll come back on. Matthias Skjelmoser is there. Anyway, the next climb, the Col de Pertus, is the climb I've been looking out for. And we're now onto it, here we go. Because an average of 8.4%, but much of it is steeper because we have a flat section in the middle. So I'm staying right to the front on this climb and trying to mark Tadej Pogacar. There he is, right in front of me. Hello Tadej. And this is currently really in the balance. 2 minutes 32 to Johannesson and Van Evenepoel up the road in the breakaway. Is that enough of a lead? I'm not sure. Anyway, looking at my teammates, they are absolutely cooked for red bar right now. Del Toro to the front, and I need to move up. The tempo could even make a split in this group over the top. And over the top we go. Let's descend like an absolute demon right now and try and maybe take some time in this descent. It's a bit risky, but it could be worth a go. Let's have a look here. Here goes Seixas trying to go. Okay, no, not a good line through that corner. And so 2 minutes 11 to the front. Isaac Del Toro is working flat out right now for Tadej Pogacar. By the way, what a teammate to have at the Tour de France. Isaac Del Toro. But like I said, 2 minutes still to Johannesson and Evenepoel. So I think they're taking the stage, because after this descent, we do have one more climb, a short descent, and a final kicker to the finish. So let's see how this goes. So I will use some of my blue gel right now while I can. Riccitello has come to protect me. Pogacar to my right, and still the gap is coming down to the breakaway. Is it coming down quickly enough though? I'm not sure. Oh, and we drift back a little. Isaac Del Toro is doing massive damage here in the Tour de France peloton. No surprise. Let's move up. I want to get back to Pogacar's wheel right now. And you know what? 5k to go. I think the stage win is going to be up for grabs. I'm too far back in this group. If Pogacar goes, I cannot respond. So let's try and move up right now. The gap to the breakaway is crumbling. And we get right to the front now. Lipovic is here. Del Toro is surely absolutely cooked. But we're in a great position right now in the peloton. So Seixas launches the first move, trying to catch out Tadej Pogacar, but Pogacar immediately follows. Oi, oi, oi. Seixas versus Pogacar. Vingegaard is here too. Let's make sure we follow Poggy. There he is. In this group, there's one more rider. That's Del Toro still here. We need to make sure we follow Poggy. Only 23 seconds now over this climb, and I think the breakaway might be caught. Well, let's descend as well as we can. Only 2k to go. I'm blocked off. Trying to use a little red bar as well. While trying to descend. This is not good. This is terrible by me. Let's get back to the wheel. 1k to go. There is Pogacar, I think, taking a pretty good line through this corner. And here we go. We need to follow Pogacar. Spending too much energy, I think, too early on this stage. Up the road. Who's going to win the stage? Van Etvelt holds on. And I lose some time to Tadej Pogacar. That was not a good finish by me. Oh, no. Pogacar showing how strong he is. Ooh, that was a really fun stage, won by the breakaway, only just holding off the peloton behind. 17 seconds to Tadej in third place, and we lose 10 seconds, plus bonus seconds to Pogacar, so 14-second time loss. I was too aggressive on the final climb, should have just stayed in Pogacar's wheel without moving. I blinked though, and that is going to cost us some time in the GC. That gap to Poggy, 26 seconds. It's so close. Quick check in the other standings though. Tobias Holland Johannesson, Uno X legend, into the polka dot jersey. We still hold green with Seixas. Pogacar is second there. And of course, we're in the white jersey by a mile ahead of Onley and Del Toro. Anyway, one thing I have not mastered yet in this game is sprinting. So we have 2 chances today. Let's go for it. Olav Kooij, I want a big day from you. I don't believe it. And that's exactly what we get. Olav Kooij on top form today. I have no excuses. Vamos, let's go Olav Kooij. And away we go. Ahead is our teammate Paul Seixas right there in the maillot jaune. And nice to see Uno X legend Tobias Holland Johannesson in the polka dot jersey. I love that. Anyway, you guys know the script by now. Before the final sprint, we have the intermediate sprints. Let's go. So 3k to go on Philipsen's wheel, and this downhill section means we're up to 67 kilometers per hour right now. Philipsen, I'm going to stay patient on his wheel. I'm going to stay patient a little longer, slightly downhill over this crest. This is good for now for Olav Kooij. Let's wait, and I'm going to go. That's about 1 kilometer to go right now. Off the wheel of Philipsen, trying to get in the slipstream, coming round now, through the middle, and Olav Kooij is in great form today. Come on, Olav, all the way to the line. And we win the intermediate sprint from the peloton. Come on. Hey, if I can repeat that at the finish line, I'll be a very happy man indeed. Oh, big moment here in the peloton. We've just had a crash and Jonathan Milan is behind. Arnaud Delis as well. Oh my word, if Milan's not here, we have an even better chance. I'm not sure who else might be behind. Let's have a look. Aaron Buru behind. No one else, I think, that could have competed for the stage win. But Milan has his entire little Trek team almost. Skelmos, Ciccone, Simmons, all dropping back for him. Okay, this is becoming a very good opportunity for us today. Let's find the wheel of Jasper Philipsen and go from there. I think we can win this. Come on. Jasper Philipsen, hello old friends. I think we can win this stage and I am really piling the pressure on myself. I want to win this one. Milan, still over 1 minute behind. I don't think he's getting back in. Neither is Arnaud Delis. So 11k to go. My tactic is follow Jasper Philipsen at all costs. Paul Seixas, I think, is protecting me. Buddy, you can just literally persist without limit. I don't care. Get out of the way. I am on the wheel with Philipsen. I don't need your help. And Philipsen, he doesn't know it yet. He's going to be my lead out. Oh, so 5k to go. I'm getting nervous into the finish. And Philipsen's team moving to the front. There's Malia right next to me. Godon is on my wheel for Ineos in the French champions jersey. And we're in such a good state to maybe win this stage. Come on. 3k to go. Philipsen closing that gap. I think Malia maybe trying to get to his sprint train. But buddy, they're on the right hand side. You've got caught on the left hand side. 2.7k to go. Milan's still behind. Let's forget about him. Malia and Philipsen are right ahead of me. They're my rivals. So 1.8k to go. It's a long, draggy run to the line. I'm staying on Philipsen's wheel. I'm staying here for as long as I can into the final kilometre. We're spending so much energy though. There goes Philipsen. And now coming is Olav Kooij. Past Malia, past Philipsen. Can we get there with Olav Kooij? We're not going to. Despite this great race day, Tim Merlier gets the win. I think, though, that was our best sprint so far. We did everything but win the stage at the end.
Here is the winner of the Vichy Desert stage!
Tim Merlier gets the victory with Philipsen in second place. Aula was third place for Movistar, and we were only 7th place in the end, without Milan at the finish line. In great form, I hope for more. And again, I'm not really sure what I'm doing wrong. On PCM, which I play a lot more than this game, I would follow the other sprinters and come out their wheel at the last minute, but it seems on this game, that's a lot more tricky. So please, any advice you have for sprinting, let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, big moment in the GC today because Oscar Onley loses a lot of time actually, so let's go and see the time gaps on this stage. Well, Mads Pedersen, Thibaut Nace and Tom Scoins all are out of the race for Lidl Trek. What a disastrous day for them, with Milan not at the front either. And yet, there is Oscar Onley for Ineos. He crashed too, couldn't get back in, and he loses 4 minutes, so he drops to 10th place in the GC. And that also means our closest challenger now in the white jersey is Isaac Del Toro. But we get one more chance to sprint for a victory with Olav Kooij. I'm getting better at the sprints. Is today the day we get a victory? But first, I've been looking forward to the start of today's stage because we start on Magny-Cours, the race circuit in France. Here it is. I'm trying to recognize this part of the track from the real life circuit, but I'm struggling to do so right now. Maybe coming out of the first sector towards the hairpin, and there's the hairpin. Yeah, I can see the track in game. That's pretty cool. Quite a niche one for F1 fans out there. Anyway, nice to see the Tour de France starting on Magny-Cours. Well, here we go. Intermediate sprint is indeed coming. I'm trying to find a wheel with 4k to go, and that breakaway now only have 2 minutes on the peloton. And this is the wheel we won the intermediate sprint from yesterday, Philipsen, but we lose it going around that corner without doing anything wrong myself, I feel. Anyway, let's try and move up ourselves, not following Philipsen naturally by the game. Here we go. There is Philipsen again, and I come to the wheel of Tim Merlier. 1.6k to go, another corner, very technical intermediate sprint. There goes Philipsen, surely. There goes Merlier. I'm going to try and get in his slipstream. Blocked by Manier. 700 meters to go. Surely Merlier's gone too early. I'm in his slipstream the entire time, and even on this great day, can I come round? Yes, I can. Beat Tim Merlier, but I lose out to Philipsen again. Hey, 11 points is pretty good. Breakaway are caught then with over 15k to go before the stage finish, and I think this is slightly downhill pretty much all the way to the line, so this is going to be quick. And he seems to be the man I want to follow at this Tour de France. There he is again, Jasper Philipsen. I mean, when you have Groves and Van der Poel leading you out, I think it's a pretty good wheel. So yesterday I kept the square button absolutely mashed into the final kilometre, and I think I spent too much energy trying to follow Philipsen the entire way into when I was sprinting. So today I'm going to follow Philipsen into the final few kilometers and then freewheel myself. And as the commentary just said, the sprint is brewing. I'm already freewheeling myself, and I think this is maybe the better strategy. I want to hold on to as much red as I can. Oh, some sharp corners as well. Now going right. I'm getting blocked in a little. Let's go right down the inside here with Olav Kooij. That's pretty nice. 3k to go. There is Manier. I'm in a good position right now. And there's Gamay around a sharp left-hand corner. It's important we take it absolutely perfectly. There is Groves. I'm a little too far forward. 1.5 1.4. Let's play it patience here with Olav Kooij into the final kilometre. There goes the other sprinters. There goes Malia. I'm not quite going all out until right now. Have I gone too early again? I don't believe it. Olav Kooij trying to go for the line. Philipsen wins. We get second place. Our best sprint so far. So close to the victory though. Easily my best sprint in this playthrough so far and on this game so far. Second place with Olav Kooij. But with that great form, I was dreaming of the stage win. And that technical finale really played into my hands. I managed it really well, freewheeling myself rather than just following the wheel. Reminded me of a trademark Peter Sagan, and that's how I'm going to try and sprint in the next sprint stages. So with that, Philipsen takes over the green jersey ahead of Tim Merlier, and Olav Kooij is almost 100 points behind in 6th position, with Paul Seixas still above Olav Kooij in the green jersey. And Paul Seixas is above everyone here in the yellow jersey. 26 seconds is our gap on Tadej Pogacar. It's a small lead, but it's still a lead. Not much GC action today, but in the next one, that all changes because we have 3 mountain stages, including the Plateau de Soleil-Sorn, and that is going to be a crucial mountaintop finish at this Tour de France. Anyway, if you're enjoying this playthrough, drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and a big shout out to the channel members. Guys, really appreciate your support on the channel. If you want to join as a member, hit the join button down below. But that's all for today. I'll see you guys in the mountains.